everybody, and welcome back to the Caswell Cooke Show. I am not Caswell Cooke. My name is Ben Barber. I am the producer of this show, and thank you guys so much for being here. We are very excited because today, my microphone. Hello, there we go. Today we have a very special guest. We have three very special guests, actually. Music Hall of Famers, quintessential music from the 60s and 70s. The family that the Partridge Family was based on, and they will be coming back to Rhode Island. They are Rhode Island natives, and they are coming back here on April 16th, which is not this Sunday, but the following Sunday for a 4 p.m. matinee at the United Theater with special guest opener Kara McKee. Ladies and gentlemen, the Cowsills.
Hey, Ben.
Crowd goes wild.
Look at the magic begin. So it starts at 4 and not 6. We thought 6, Ben, but if you say
I think you start at 6.
Opening act, maybe.
Yeah, I think you start at 6.
Hey,
I'm just honestly, Caswell could have the information wrong. He's not here, first of all. So
he's wacky. He's woolly.
I have to say, we really enjoyed his Man of Intrigue opening.
Yes.
Yes. I know. And then he's not even here, but he will see you guys on April 16th at the United Theater.
Is there really a Caswell Cooke at all? That's the question.
It's actually Caswell Cooke is my alter ego. And this is my much more likable ego, Ben. Alter ego Ben.
Ben. You chose Ben.
I did. I chose Ben. It was a much simpler name. So let's talk about it. You guys have been everywhere, done everything, originally from Rhode Island. How did you get started in music together as a family?
Well, our dad was in the Navy. He came, used to go overseas a lot. We used to love that time when Dad was overseas, and he'd come back and cause trouble and do his dad thing. But one time he came back with some guitars to his 7 and 8-year-old sons. Paul was 5 or 4. He looked, but he didn't touch. Hey, but he brought back these guitars and we just went to it. And I think it was more a family that had 7 children. The children were starting to get interested in something to keep them out of everybody's hair. So that was a good thing. You support that. You buy more stuff if they want it. So that's how it really took off. Just us doing it ourselves up until for about 7 years. And then we're in Rhode Island and we're practicing at our house in Indian Avenue. And all of a sudden, Dad's light bulb goes off that these kids are pretty good. I wonder if we could make some money because, well, why not? He's like the Navy guy. What could he be doing? We're living good, but, let's go for it. And he sat his dad, hey, you guys want to go for this? And we raised our hands and said, yes, let's go for it. What's a 13-year-old going to do? No, I don't want to be famous. Yes, Susan.
No, I was raising my hand. I was voting to be a Cowsill.
So we went for it. Now, back in those days, you hit the streets of New York, literally knocking on doors, going through all the negatives and the no's you're going to receive because you're going to get them, looking for the yeses. We were fortunate to have 3 yeses. And not everyone gets that anymore. We got yes from Joda Records, put out something in 65, and they dropped us. We got a yes from Mercury Phillips. The brothers did without Mom or Susan, and we had 3 releases, and they dropped us there. Now, our third yes was, yes, Mom, you can be in the band. And then yes, MGM, our mother's in the band, which immediately made us not the Beatles.
Right.
Not Caswell Cooke. There you have it.
Sometimes it's really beneficial to be not something. So yeah, let's talk about that. Obviously, you guys also were the inspiration for the Partridge Family. But there was something with and these are the notes that I have. So if you don't want to talk about this, we can move on. But they wanted you guys to be the Partridge Family, but they wanted to recast your mom. Is that accurate?
Paul, would you like to tell them all about it?
He's frozen.
Paul might be frozen, yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, here's the deal.
Yeah, that is.
Oh, there you are, Paulie.
Accurate.
That is accurate. Okay.
Yes,
Good.
that is accurate.
What they wanted. What they wanted.
Screen Gems had their eye on us because we had been doing TV shows, and they thought we were pretty cute, and they thought maybe this would be a groovy TV show. So they developed it and came out and lived with us for a couple of weeks and decided we were not the people for the job. They needed to have Shirley Jones as the mom in it to begin with, and it just all went to hell in a handbasket, frankly, Ben. But
what they wanted
they remained.
What they wanted was the story.
Yes.
The story was a success, already proven. The mother's in the band, they're on a bus, they're doing great. So they wanted the story. Susan, I'm laughing at the picture of you. You got a mic in your hand, you're holding it up to mom's head.
I know. I have the worst hair. I'm matching mom's clothes. That was the biggest nightmare show of my life.
Aren't they called pigtails?
Yeah, it was bad. She made me match her clothes. And then they made me sing When I'm 64. This is very traumatic. Can we remove that, Ben?
We can absolutely remove that. I'm so sorry.
I love those pale blue tuxedos. I dug
those were cool.
Yeah.
So let's talk about some of the hits. Obviously we won't talk about When I'm 64 again. But what were some of your favorites that you guys played?
The ones that made it into the top 10 were my absolute favorite. There were 4 of them. So we got Rain in the Park, Hair, Indian Lake. There was a fourth. What was the fourth?
Most of all.
Not most of all. Hair, Indian Lake, Rain in the Park. I guess Love American Style. We got to do that. That was fun.
Rain in the Park, another thing.
I'm loving the old footage.
There's Mom.
There's Reluctant Mother. That is our Reluctant Mother. Yep. She's going, what happened to my children? Now,
in that video.
Now, Ben, we got to tell you, we did this hair video for a TV special.
Yes.
Right.
So they gave us all these wigs, and Carl Reiner thought it'd be fun to have the Squeaky Clean Cowsills image group perform the radical title song from the musical Hair. And that's actually why we recorded it at their request, or we would have never known about it. And it ended up being our biggest hit. We went in 2 days, and
so much fun.
We did it for 2 days down on Fairfax.
So much fun
with Angel, and then it sat for like 7 months because MGM didn't like it. They didn't think it sounded like us because they wanted another Indian Lake, and this was not Indian Lake.
Right. Wow.
There's Polly. There's Bob. There's Barry.
I got the worst wig. I got the goofiest wig.
I got the best wig. Look at that.
I'll never get over it.
Well, I mean, I think that they gave you the goofiest wig because you know, it's like why carrot cake has the best frosting, because it needs the best frosting. You didn't need it. You didn't need a great wig. You needed the goofiest wig. Because
yes, Bob, it's like carrot cake.
Exactly.
I was going to sell that wig. Yeah, they knew that. I like that.
I'm going to use that later.
I'm going to use that. That's my new answer.
So it's now obviously you know, many years have passed, and now the 3 of you are performing as a trio. What does it mean to still be doing this, and to, you know, you just I believe you just came back from a cruise together, a 60s cruise, and you've been doing your summer concert series every year. What is that like to be performing together still now together?
You're on.
Who's got
Paul?
this?
You're good, Paul. Go.
Can you hear me? I'm
not
hearing anybody.
I'm going to tell you what Paul would say.
We hear you.
We hear you. Paul would say, "It is amazing to be back. We're not like back together. We've never not been together.
Right.
We actually have a full band. We just put out a brand new record. Bob, tell them all about it.
Rhythm of the World. Now we have 2 of our sons in our band, and Susan's husband is our drummer, Russ. That's Russ, and Mary Lassaine's our bass player. We are fortunate that we're a group of harmonizers, so we can grab a guitar and cut these songs down to nothing, like how they're written. That's what
like we will in Westerly.
That's what you'll get in Westerly. We're doing our acoustic unplugged show, and it is interesting to hear these songs stripped down. The harmonies are there, of course, but and then we're gonna have stories, and it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Paul,
there it is.
Rhythm of the World.
Susan's, we put that triangle on Susan so people would think you could hit it and play, and it'll play.
Yeah, just poke my belly.
I just noticed that.
Bob, that's hilarious.
That's
People sitting there like trying to get it to start, like
I'll
people who
never
are
unsee
programmed
that.
from this world.
I will never unsee that now. That
I won't either.
that's
Are
incredible.
you going to be at our show in Westerly, Ben?
Of course I will be at the show. Yeah, I live about 5 minutes from the theater. The United Theater is a gorgeous venue. I don't know if you guys have been back here yet to the theater.
I do have a little story about it.
I would love to hear it.
Well, I hope I can tell it, and I sure don't want to get anybody in any kind of trouble, anybody local who lives there, but we do have some relatives who live in Westerly.
Let's get them in trouble. Go
I
ahead.
think we're going to go nameless on this, but
Okay.
one evening, many years ago, our cousins and Russ and I took a lovely walk through Westerly. We went through the park, and then we strolled by the then kind of rundown and blighted theater. And I think my cousin had said, they're going to do cool things with this eventually. And then we noticed that it only had this like chain, and then it was kind of open, and like, well, me and my cousin, my girl cousin, we kind of could fit through it. And then, well, after the boy cousins moved it around a little bit, next thing you know, we're inside this place. We broke into the theater. It was lovely. And we snuck in and we saw it. It was gorgeous. And we snuck back out. And it was pretty exciting. So I'm excited to play it because I saw it in the 2 a.m. It was such fun. Being young was great.
Being young is
being young and crazy. If that's me, I go, oh, look, a closed theater. And I walk on to my life.
That is fair, Bob. That is fair.
That's your sister and her cousins, by the way. I didn't drag them in there with me.
Listen, we just had the Westerly High School Music Hall of Fame at the United Theater last week, and some of the stories that some of the older people were telling about the things that they did at the United Theater way back in the day, in the old incarnation of it, back before in the 50s and 60s and 70s. This was a tame story.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So we're excited. We're excited to have you, and the stripped down version of it. And obviously, you guys are literally world renowned for being harmonizers and your vocal abilities. And we're so excited to have you. You were inducted into the Rhode Island Music Hall of Fame.
Oh, yeah.
And I know this because, I know this for many reasons, but I recently, I a couple, last month or so, I had the, I got to talk to Steve Smith from Steve Smith and the Nakeds, just before,
Of course.
just before that 50th anniversary show that you were a part of. And, so what was it like? Because you've gotten all of these accolades, and you had the documentary made about you that was incredibly well received a few years ago, and you've had all of these accolades across the world for so many years. What does it mean to come back to Rhode Island, to perform in Rhode Island, to get honored several years ago with being in the Rhode Island Music Hall of Fame? What does all of that mean to you guys to come home again?
Well, when your home state calls for you,
Well,
it's special. Good, Paul. I hear you. If I hear you, I want you in. Paul's in the caverns of Madras, Oregon.
well, it's interesting because it's always great to come back to Rhode Island, and coming back this time will be very interesting. Everybody's going out on tour, and they're all going acoustic. They're all trying it for the first time. John Mayer is going a whole tour just with him and his guitar, but we've been doing that a long time, and so on the night of the 16th, we're going to bring it, and we're going to have so much fun that we just want everybody to come out there and have it with us. It'll be a fun show. People will expect one thing, and I think they're going to get another thing, and it's going to be a real hoot. And we're going to have Susan tell that story that she broke in to the United Theater.
Well, I think I need to check with the
story.
cousins.
And then we're going to have a bunch of stories. hopefully we can get some of the and hopefully we're going to get an audience that might have some questions, because we like
Yes,
to
we
do a
love that.
question and answer thing in the show. And
in the show, yeah. Love
Yeah, and
Q&A.
sometimes it's really fun and great, and then sometimes we've got to get it of ourselves.
I have a question. Susan, back when you were being inappropriate in the dark in Westerly, did you ever think, wasn't that back when Taylor Swift had a house there?
Oh, yeah.
Didn't you try and go there?
Go to the beach. I know exactly where she lives. I've been under her house on the sand.
That's interesting.
I would love to invite Taylor to come out to the show. That's what she really needs to do.
Well, we don't want to put out any false information.
No, no heavens, no.
But I heard she was passing through and heard about this, and either she's friends with Kara McKee, the governor's daughter, because Kara's opening for us. Kara McKee is going to open for us. I dig that. That's going to be so cool.
Ben has intel, I can tell.
Oh, I have no intel on whether or not Taylor Swift will be at the concert. She may be. I don't know. The thoughts and the thoughts and expressions in this show may or may not reflect the views of the United Theater, the Cowsills, but definitely reflect the opinions of Caswell Cooke.
This I know, which is why I feel very comfortable with some of the topic matter. Now, my relatives, on the other hand, might have something to say to me once I get to town. But hey,
I think you tell that story, and I think you invite the cousins up on stage, and then we have the police there ready to.
Finally,
lives are ruined every day.
Yeah.
No, I think that this is fantastic. Kara McKee, who's opening for you, obviously she is the governor's daughter. She was also a contestant this year on The Voice.
Very cool.
She was on John Legend's team on The Voice, and she is a friend. So I'm excited to go and see her and support her, and of course see you guys, which is always such a thrill. Is there anything that you'd like to leave us with? Any stories, anything? We're gonna now, with the connection may have been bad during this episode of the Caswell Cooke Show, but I have it on good authority that Paul will not stop talking during the actual live performance. Once he's there and he has connection, Paul's not going to stop talking during that. He hasn't been able to jump in as much as he would like to in this one.
Ooh, and now he can't fly. Yes, he can.
We were referred to once as the Animaniacs. So there you go.
I love it. I'm so excited.
Well, we want everyone to come down. It'll be a different kind of experience. We've got Q&A, a little more intimate, a little more informal, a little more just have at us. It's going to be a fun afternoon and evening.
Yeah, it won't be like a show, I don't think. Do you guys think?
No, it'll be more like a get together, Yeah. Like someone bring the roast beef and gravy. Somebody bring the mashed potatoes.
No. What I would like is to get over to Newport and go to Flo's. That would be the bomb.
There you go.
Susan, you're going to have to go to the Pittsburgh airport Sunday morning, land in Providence, hit Flo's, and get to Westerly quick.
That's not going to happen.
If you do that. We did that once. Susan and I did it once.
That's where I got that idea.
At the Providence airport, it was like a 2-hour wait. He was coming in on another flight, and we timed it, and we had enough time to just get to Flo's Clam Shack over in Newport and get back to the airport. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
We did it. That's
fun. Impressive.
It was nothing.
You got to really know your roads and your bridges. You got to know the whole.
And we do.
Yeah. So just come on out. It's a multi-generational show. Your kids will like it. You'll like it. Your grandparents will like it. Everyone will like this show. It's true. And you can throw
now I have to hang up and text my cousins and say, hey, that Caswell Cooke local show you got there. When does this run, Ben?
Thursday night. So it'll be April 6th.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
April 6th at 8:00.
All right. Well, we're coming in from our show in Wheeling, West Virginia that we have on Saturday night. And we're going to be hitting that place up Sunday afternoon, all warmed up from the West Virginia show. So
all warmed up.
I love that.
Fantastic.
And, everyone come on down. We'll stay as long as you stay.
Yep.
Thank you
What?
so much. It's been an honor. You're gonna love playing the United. It's beautiful in there. It's a fantastic concert venue, and
Hey,
we're gonna
not
love having you.
Caswell. Not Caswell. Do you know if they have video in there in that theater? They have a video.
Would you like your performance filmed?
No, we have a video we'd
Oh.
like to play though.
Oh, you absolutely. Yeah.
That drops
right on.
behind us, perhaps.
Yeah, last year Peter Asher was there, and his 60s, a musical memoir from the 60s and beyond, that has it's a multimedia experience.
Yeah.
So he plays a couple songs, there's videos in the background.
Very cool.
So yeah, there's a video screen in the background. I'll let the people at the United know that that's what you're planning on
Thank
doing.
you, Ben.
Hey guys, we'll pull up the volume on Some Good Years and then just turn the volume down. Let the thing play behind us.
Hey, I like
And
that.
we'll go, what's that? And we can tell them about it. You
I like
know?
I like
There you
it.
go. I like
Hey,
it.
Ben.
Paul
So-
wants to say something. Go, Paulie.
Hey, Ben. Anyway, Ben, I want to have a question. So is Tony is our house manager there?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Nothing.
Uh-oh, we lost
Yes.
you again, Paul.
We'll make sure that yes, Tony
Oh, wow.
Tony is the person that you want to talk to
I
at the
know.
United.
Do you need to hear from him, Paul?
Awesome. Thank you.
Oh,
You're
We're
you're
good,
welcome.
we're
You're
good.
welcome.
yet.
I'll take care of that off air when you have a little bit better connection. But yes, absolutely. So come check it out. It's going to be storytelling. It's going to be Q&A. It's going to be the best acoustic show you've ever seen in your life. Come see the Cowsills on April 16th, Sunday, April 16th. It's a matinee, and with the opener, Kara McKee. Susan, Bob, Paul, thank you so much. This has been an honor to get to talk to you guys.
Thank you, Ben.
Grew up with your
Yeah.
music and absolutely adore you. So I'm excited to see you guys here in Westerly, coming back home to Rhode Island in 2 weeks. Thank
and
you
please,
so much.
Send our goodwill to Caswell and what he's dealing with. We know
I
about it.
I will not do that.
All right, see everyone.
Yeah.
We'll see everyone Sunday.
Thank you
See
guys.
everybody Sunday.
Bye for now.
Thanks a lot.
All right. So everybody, please come check it out. This has been the Caswell Cooke Show. I am not Caswell Cooke. You can get your tickets online by clicking the link in the description. And just a fantastic group of people, the Cowsills, and we are excited to have them back home in Rhode Island and here in Westerly. So thank you guys so much for being here. I am trying to find an outro that works because Caswell doesn't have an outro on his thing that makes sense. So let me here, I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm going to do. As I say on all of my live streams. Bye for now.